In this video, I'm going to go over canines and whether or not it's on the mandibular or maxillary arch, and also right from left. So in my hand, I'm holding two canines, one's mandibular and one's maxillary. Remember, we learned that the maxillary canines are much greater or bigger than the mandibular canines. So this tells me that the one in between my thumb and my index finger is my maxillary canine, and the one in between my middle finger and my index finger is my mandibular canine. Another difference between the two is their lingual surfaces. The lingual surface of a maxillary canine is much more prominent compared to the lingual surface of my mandibular canine. Now, when determining right from left, pick this one up. This is my maxillary canine. Remember that canines have this special cusp tip, and it has two slopes that form this cusp tip. They come together to form this cusp tip. The distal slope is much greater than the mesial slope. The distal slope also has this kind of bump. It has a more defined bump than the mesial slope as well. So this tells me that there should be a premolar on this side and an incisor on this side. And since it's on the maxillary surface, this is tooth number 6. And it should fit right next to tooth number 7. Next, I'm going to go over a mandibular canine. Again, the distal slope is much more greater than the mesial slope. The mesial slope, however, is always more sharper, but the distal slope does have this little bit of a bump right here. That tells me there should be a premolar on this side and an incisor on the other side. So since the distal slope is right here, I would say that this is tooth number 27. It should fit right up in here. Now, this is a maxillary canine. So here's my slope, my two slopes. This one is much more greater than this one. It also has a longer or bigger bump. So there's a premolar on this side and an incisor on this side. That tells me that this is tooth number 11. And last, so this slope right here is much greater than this slope. This is my mesial, this is my distal. There should be a premolar on this side and an incisor on this side. So this tells me that this is tooth number 22.